One of the best ways to ensure that your paper is in APA format is to use the APA template. First, you'll need to download the template from the Writing Center. To do so, go to the APA section and click on where it says APA 7 template to download it to your computer. Once it's downloaded, go ahead and open it by clicking the download at the bottom of the page. To get started, let's update the information on our title page. First, we have the title of our essay. Be sure to keep the title bolded and 3 to 4 spaces from the top of the page. Next, we'll update the information below with our name, the course code and name, the instructor's name, and the due date. Be sure to note if your instructor has any preferences on the title page style. This is the title page setup that APA recommends, but your instructor may want it a bit different, so make sure you read the announcements and instructions carefully. Moving to the next page, we have our abstract. Note that the heading for the abstract is also bolded. This is called the first heading level, and they're always centered and bolded. Most of your papers probably won't have an abstract, but it's good to be familiar with them. The abstract is a quick 100 to 150 words that summarizes your paper. You only have 150 words, so you have to get straight to the point when explaining our topic and the results you found. Also, be sure to note that the abstract is special and it gets its own page, even though it is so short. Scrolling on to the next page, we see the first heading level again with the title of our paper. As you get started writing the body of your paper, be sure that you're beginning each paragraph with a half-inch indent. You can do this by pressing Tab on your keyboard. If the indent looks a bit off, be sure to check with the ruler at the top of the page. If you highlight your paragraph, you can see a few tabs on the ruler. The triangle at the top of the ruler that faces downward is what controls our first line indent. You want to make sure that this is at the half-inch mark. If you want to learn more about how that works, be sure to check out the videos on Microsoft Word in the Technology page of the Learning Center. Moving down the page, we have our first example of the second level heading with the words Page Formatting. Notice how this level heading is bold and flush left. In this paragraph, after our second level heading, we can see the different fonts we can use. Be sure to check the announcements in your course to see if your instructor has a preferred font that you use. Next, we have the third level of headings with the second and third level of heading section. It's formatted like the second level, but italicized. Now this paper doesn't have fourth or fifth level headings, but it's still a good idea to be familiar with them. Fourth level headings are located at the start of a paragraph rather than on its own line. It's differentiated as a heading by being bolded. The fifth level heading is similar to the fourth level heading, but it's italicized as well as bolded and at the start of the paragraph. Keep in mind that you likely won't be using all of the heading levels in your papers. Headings are meant to help you with the organization of your paper. However, if your paper is pretty short, you may not need much help from the headings. For more information on how to use headings in your paper, be sure to check out the Writing Center. Now let's scroll down to the 8th page so we can see how the references page is laid out. Similar to the abstract, the references page starts on a fresh page at the end of the paper. We have a first level heading at the top of the page to reflect the start of the references page. Keep in mind that the title of this page is always just References. Each reference should be listed in alphabetical order and have a hanging indent. The hanging indent is when the first line is flush left, but the lines after that have a half-inch indent. To apply this indent, highlight the citation and right-click it. This will cause a menu to pop up. Click on the paragraph option. This will open a new window. In the indentation section, there's a special option towards the right. Make sure that hanging is selected and then press OK. And voila! You've applied the hanging indent to your citation. For more information on APA Style, consult the Concise Guide to APA Style 7th edition or ask your instructor.
Created using Powtoon.